Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Boruto manga. We're going to be covering Chapter 62 in today's review, and finally, we're getting Kawaki vs. Code. So how was the chapter overall? Well, before I get into the chapter review, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty awesome if you did that. So the chapter begins at the Uzumaki household. It basically starts off where last month's chapter ended off at. Boruto is scolding Kawaki's shadow clone. He basically tells him to not butt in. And then Boruto goes to tell the sensory ninja outside that, hey, Kawaki totally tricked you. He took off. He's leaving the village. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm not believing any of that. You're lying, son. So Boruto goes downstairs and informs Naruto. And at first, Naruto is a little suspicious as well, but he tells the sensory ninja outside to expand his range, get the sensory team involved. And then they head back upstairs. Naruto's still being a little suspicious. He's like, hey, you were complaining about being watched all the time. Don't be plotting something with Kawaki. But they go back, and Kawaki's shadow clone is dispersed at this point, in which the sensory ninja realizes, oh, wait a second, Kawaki's chakra was here just a minute ago, but it just suddenly disappeared. And that's when Boruto's like, yeah, you're an idiot. You were totally tricked. So in response to this, Naruto contacts Ino, and then Shikamaru and Amado. They're all informed that Kawaki is taken off, and they're trying to find him, and unfortunately, he's masking his chakra, so they're not able to sense him. Boruto wants to go after Kawaki, but Naruto forbids him from going, but he ends up sneaking out anyways, and heads out to go find Kawaki. Boruto's logic is, well, if they can't sense Kawaki's chakra, they can just sense my chakra and follow me. So Boruto heads out to go find Kawaki. Now on to Kawaki versus Code. So Kawaki, he's heading out of the village, and thanks to Ada, Code's able to catch up to Kawaki. And he uses his belt, and he tags Kawaki in a bunch of nearby trees, and he uses it to go through one of the belts in the trees, and immediately catches up to Kawaki. I think it's funny because he's like, hey, Kawaki, have you gained some weight since the last time we've seen each other? I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny, but they end up fighting, but Code absolutely dominates Kawaki. He's just basically taking him out, and Kawaki just stands absolutely no chance against Code. That's just how powerful Code is. Now we learn the reason why Kawaki left the village. He's basically bargaining with Code. He actually wants Code to kill him, because he's the one that's responsible for killing Ishiki. Naruto and the others, and Konoha as a whole, he wants them all spared. He's sacrificing himself so that everybody else can be safe and unharmed. Pretty noble thing for Kawaki to do, though very, very reckless. Which Code basically rebukes us. He's like, yeah, you came out here for such a ridiculous reason. And he just starts beating on Kawaki, which I think it's funny. This actually angers Ada because he's basically messing up Kawaki's face. And she actually mentions, yeah, you're already messing up poor Kawaki's beautiful face. I don't know. I just find that kind of funny. Code then explains his plans to Kawaki about carrying on Ishiki's will. He's got 4 specific people he wants to kill. Basically tells him that regardless of what's going on, whatever happens, Konoha is basically screwed anyways, or everyone's going to die when I go procure the chakra fruit. So, doesn't matter. Your whole plot here to try and convince me to kill you instead of everybody else, it ain't going to work, bud. Because you want to know something? You're actually excluded from this kill list. In fact, I got somebody that wants to meet you. We're gonna go meet them right now. You're coming with me, Kawaki. And as Code is about to basically pull Kawaki through one of his belts and head back to Ada's location, yeah, Boruto shows up, kicks Code out of the way, and saves Kawaki. And that's pretty much where the chapter comes to an end. So overall, this was a pretty decent chapter. It's nothing too special, but I like the fact that the series is finally moving. Like, the plot feels like it's moving now. Because for a little bit there, it felt like, there was build up in these chapters. It felt kind of slice of lifey with some stuff, with some action being done, mostly on Code's part. And then they also had that training between, Boruto, Kawaki, Sarada, and Mitsuki. But these chapters have been really chill. Just felt like the plot kind of came to a halt and was just, slowing down at a snail's pace. So thankfully things are starting to pick up now, but things still feel kind of slow. Like, I feel like we're going to be dealing with this whole Boruto and Kawaki versus Code, and probably versus some other people coming up. I feel like this is going to go on for a little bit. I'm just hoping this finally wraps up and we move on to the time skip, because I'm anxious to get to the time skip. I know we basically had to go through this because Kawaki misses his karma seal, and he obviously wants to get power, and he wants to get power now, and this is probably what's going to cause him to go down the route of getting the karma seal again. He's going to realize that he's unable to take down Code, as he's basically getting destroyed here, so he's probably going to seek the karma seal so he can eventually kill Code with his own hands. So yeah, I just want to mention here really quickly that there is a good chance that Boruto is actually going to be getting his scar in the next couple of chapters, seeing as Code has those claw-like hands and Boruto has Sasuke's headband. There's a pretty good chance that this could actually happen. Now, how it happens is up in the air, but I have a feeling that it's going to involve Boruto getting possessed by Momoshiki again, and maybe Code scratches his eye during the encounter. Maybe Momoshiki just goes straight out for Code, because Code's trying to kill his vessel. So that's a possibility there, because I don't think the Jogon's ever going to show up in the manga. I've kind of given up on it showing up ever, so the only way I see this happening, or Boruto getting the scar, like in this battle, is Momoshiki taking over him and Code ends up scarring Boruto, and maybe this knocks him out of the Momoshiki possessed state. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much all I got for this month's chapter review. So overall, a decent chapter. It was alright. Probably good enough for a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10. I'm just glad that the story is progressing nicely now. Now that we're getting Kawaki versus Code, and the next chapter we're getting Boruto and Kawaki versus Code. It's going to be pretty epic, and who knows who else is going to show up in this chapter. It'd be interesting if one of Code's, one of the people that's on Code's hit list shows up, like, I don't know, Sasuke. Make things a little interesting. But anyways, that's all I got for the chapter review. So guys, in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think of this chapter? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think that Boruto is getting his scar in the next couple of chapters? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys later.